Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 152 today.
Yes, it is, my boy. How is it going, man?
Going good, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little weird week for me just because I had
President's Day off.
President's Day off, but I also had Friday off.
A little long weekend for you.
Yeah. So I kind of came back and I'm like, shit, man, why is everything seem harder than usually is? But yeah, that's we're doing it though. We're doing it. What about you?
I'm great, brother. Been having a great week so far,
Beautiful.
It's been, we finally got some weather here in Utah for people that are listening out of state. But if you're in Utah, man, it finally feels like it's winter, even though it's
past due.
I feel like we're kind of over at this point, Christmas is over. I feel like I love snow when it's like before Christmas and like right after, but like after Christmas, Valentine's, like I'm ready for spring, man. I'm ready for the summer already. Like, let's just wrap it up. But yeah, man, you went out on a little I don't know what you'd call it, a little getaway vacation kind of thing, you would say, this weekend for Valentine's.
Just some little short.
Tell us about that, bro. How did that go?
Went good, bro. To give backstory on the people, me and Edgar went to Moab.
Years ago.
2018, I believe. So 8 years ago.
18?
Yeah, I was looking at my Instagram because I remember I uploaded a picture and I remember seeing 2018. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how long has it been? But yeah, basically sort of did the same thing as like the Arch. Didn't do too, I think we did like a fuck ton of hikes when we went. Like that one day, I believe. This time it was kind of like that, sort of the bigger one, and then like two smaller ones you just pull up to the side. They're not even that long at all, but Arches was the biggest one. The parking situation was a bitch, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I guess I don't know if everyone else had the same idea, but at the same time, like looking back 8 years ago, I don't remember us having issues with parking and all that. And that shit was like around May, maybe June, maybe.
It was a little brisk. I remember that. It was a little windy, cold. We were in hoodies.
Yeah, but it was definitely not like fucking February though. I feel like it was more like
April, maybe.
Maybe. I guess I could check my Instagram and fucking tell you.
Either way, though, yeah.
Yeah, I'm over here like we didn't have no issue finding parking this time. You pull up to Delicate Arch, the shit behind on the license plate from Utah.
So it was Delicate Arch.
Yes, Delicate Arch.
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out last pod.
Yeah. So confirm that. But bro, I was waiting there for like 20 minutes. You know how it is. You're trying to find someone to back the fuck out. And it's perfect timing because that shit's flooded. So it's not like, oh, someone came over there. It's like you stuck behind cars that are also doing the same shit. I personally do not fuck with that. So I was like, yo, fuck this. I remember Bella got out. I think she was going to go to the bathroom or something. But, you're in line. You probably start chatting it up or whatever. And some lady told her, hey, fucking a mile down the road, there's another parking spot, but it's more for like a scenic view or something like that. Like you can basically park over there and walk your ass over here. I was like, a mile? Or fucking wait another hour and like let my sanity sort of.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. Let's go pull up and walk like a little mile. Like if we're going fucking hiking, like what is it, like
another mile gonna do?
Yeah. And this shit's flat. Like, I'm like, whatever.
Road.
Yeah. So we ended up doing that. So
this
that
was Friday?
Was pretty fun. No, that was Saturday.
Nice.
Friday we just kind of were bums, just didn't do shit to BH.
Nice.
But yeah, we did that. But something that we did differently than when we went, which fucking absolutely blew my mind. There's some shit called Dead Horse Point. Bro, that shit fucking crazy.
Dead Horse Point. Sounds familiar.
Bro, I'll have to show you pictures, but it's some shit like I've never seen the Grand Canyon. But you see pictures and like how fucking insane and shit, like same like sort of vibes I would assume. Again, I've never been over there. But it's not a hike. You just pull up. It's like an overlook scenic view.
Scenic, yeah.
Bro, that shit's crazy.
Wow.
Like, and I do a lot of hikes and shit, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen no shit like that where I was like, whoa. Wow. Like, it just looks like you're on a different planet, bro.
It's a lot to take in. Yeah.
We're up there for hour, 2 hours, just like walking from this point, from that point. But then every sort of vantage point that you go, you realize that you're like on this big ass sort of platform and everything around you is sort of like down below. So then you start thinking, you're like, yo, this is kind of fucking scary. Because, dude, if you fall off that shit, you dead as fuck.
Damn.
Like, straight up dead.
So was it a hike to get up there?
No, you just drove up there.
Okay, you drove.
Yeah, that was I love that, It's below drive. They had a little visitor center before if you want to go Yeah, you know the drill.
Yeah, get some info
Souvenirs.
about the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was amazing. I'd honestly recommend people go, even if you don't like hiking, go check that shit out because that shit is insane. I was thinking like next time we have like people in town or something, like we should just all just pull up. It's like 4 hours away. It's not too bad, and yeah, bro, it's just
Yeah.
it's fucking cool. Like for us, it might not be a little like damn, we live in Utah, but I feel like it's far away enough where it feels like you're just somewhere else.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
straight
4 hours is the way, man. It's
Yeah.
yeah. At that point, you can camp out there for if you want, or even just drive back. I guess. So
Yeah, I probably wouldn't like me personally because you know how I feel about driving a little bit. Driving there and the days and coming back the same day, fuck, that'd be crazy for me. At least like give me a little day, in between. But now it's good, bro. Besides that, it's just Valentine's. Just spending time, with your significant other. Spending time, obviously going out to eat. A little hot tub night or some shit. I don't know. Just
yeah.
you know how it go. But yeah, I don't think there was anything.
So any new restaurants or stuff out there that like look new,
Probably, but
or does it still kind of look the same from last time you were out there? Because that was the last time you were out there, right?
yeah, like 8 years
18?
ago. Well, definitely did change a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing. I feel like nothing too major. We're like, oh my god, this is a whole brand new thing. But I do remember. I don't know if you remember actually. I think it was the first night we got there. We go to a Mexican restaurant. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Pull up to the Mexican restaurant. We get food, and I don't know if you remember this part from this. That was the first time you ever drank with me.
Yeah. Margarita, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Strawberry.
that's crazy. Yeah, if you remember the
slush.
flavor, I don't remember my flavor, but I just remember like leaving that shit and being like, damn, I feel something.
Yeah, that was probably the first time, man. Probably the youngest too. Like I was probably drinking. It was just across the street, right? We just walked
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, we literally walked. We were at a motel, I believe.
Did you go there again? Or no?
Nah.
Oh.
We were trying to find what the name was. Like I found it once, but then I think we are like trying to find something to eat real quick. And the one we found had higher reviews than the one we went to. So we just sent it there, but still good food. Like still
Hell yeah.
good vibes. But yeah, I was just sort of having a little throwback the whole time when I was over there. Like, damn, I've already been here with my best friend before. Damn, I remember that restaurant.
Yeah.
First time we like drank together. Like, yeah, it was a kind of a trip as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what
Going
the
back to a
fuck?
place you've been to in the past, just like, reliving it in a different way, it definitely is always kind of weird because you get the memories from the past coming up. Like just like you said, little things like that, memory in the restaurant,
Yeah.
cockroach or something. What was that? What was the story behind that? I remember that was like a thing. Was there a
Damn.
cockroach or something we saw, or we were?
There's a lot of cockroaches everywhere, but yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that one to be honest with you. So
Yeah,
I guess I am getting
I don't think it was at the restaurant. Obviously, I think
just
it was.
something when we're over
I
there.
think we were walking something. We just seen a bunch of them or something. But
Oh shit.
typical desert stuff, right? Or
Yeah. Them bitches everywhere, TBH.
yeah. So
Yes.
well,
I remember one time I went to where my parents are from, Mexico.
mhm.
And over there, fucking shit's a little different because like dirt roads, it's not everywhere. It's just like sort of more of on the Pueblo side. I don't want to make it seem like this is fucking. I don't know. I don't want to say another country and insult them, but like some ghetto shit, like straight up some fucking warlands or something
Third
like
world.
that. Yeah, basically. But there was sort of like a concrete sort of. I don't even know how you would describe this. Think about like obviously here in the U.S. we have metal pipe like what manholes, right, for the sewers, shit like that. Over there, for some reason, it was like a square sort of concrete thing. And I remember, I don't know if it was the people from the city or the fucking township people. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works over there. But they were like trying to do something, like lift it out when I was over there. Because when we were younger, we'd be there for like a month, like every fucking summer. Or not every, maybe every 2 summers or something like that. But I remember them lifting that thing up, bro. I have not seen like this many cockroaches as in my life. Bro, if I don't even want to exaggerate, but like 500 to 1,000,
It had to be like a sewer thing then.
yeah,
Okay.
bro, that shit was insane, bro.
Just stacked.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. You just said cockroach, and that's what came to my mind. So I just had to
Cockroach.
paint that
And
picture.
they're probably big too, huh?
Also, all sizes, bro. Them
They ain't
motherfuckers
like the
have a
ones that we see
family.
here.
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers they good.
where,
Yeah,
where was it where we saw a huge cockroach?
fuck. We've seen a big cockroach, bro.
I think maybe it was with us when we went to Puerto Rico this last time. There was one in the bathroom. I think I told you.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, I mean, staying right outside of like a forest, you would say. So it's like, what do you expect? But anyways, yeah, that's good memories, I guess, from that place.
Yeah, bro.
Huh.
But
And you guys that was like your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday kind of thing?
yeah, Friday was just more, we got there when we got there, eat food, chill, settle down, all that shit. Next day, sort of more hikes and, go out to eat again. It's kind of almost like a repeating theme. And I believe Sunday was sort of like the last night.
Hmm.
So that one was go see Dead Horse Point, come back, eat, a little coffee. You know the vibes, bro.
Yeah.
You know the vibes. But yeah, what about you, bro? What you do?
I worked,
Of course.
and girlfriend worked. Yeah. So yeah, man, typical thing here. I'm sure you guys have been watching it long enough.
Edgar love working.
We love working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of the agenda for this Valentine's this year was working. I believe last year was too. I think last year we did. No, I think last year we did go out. But usually we've kind of been the type that we either go out like a day before or a day after for Valentine's, just because it's like so
It's
packed everywhere.
packed, bro.
Especially this Valentine's, how it like fell on a weekend. I feel like it typically fall like on a weekday, which kind of like tames down like the people out there, I guess, wanting to buy stuff or go out and about. And this one being a weekend, I feel like one buying flowers anywhere, it's kind of crazy because, and it's kind of sad in a way, but like the more and more we like get bigger in population and these stores, like they realize that they have a lot of demand, they mass produce like just vases with flowers or, or just bundles of roses and stuff like that. But I'm sure they have these things sitting out since like Monday probably.
Mm.
And so by the time you get there, I went there the day before, just trying to
Yeah, prep and shit.
prep because I know I was gonna be busy on Friday
Yeah.
and plus, yeah. Anyway, so and when she got home in the morning, I just wanted her to have stuff. Um,
Yeah, kind of like wake up to it, like, oh shit.
yeah, she was
Yeah.
getting home from work, so
Hey,
but
hey.
yeah,
Edgar's romantic is what I'm learning.
I tried to be, man. So, but yeah, it was kind of sad because it's like, dang, everything out here is already like, you can't get nothing that's like fresh, I guess you would
Oh,
say.
you tell me you got all the, how do I say this? In Spanish, I got the word puteado, like the fucked up, like sort of
I got the good
selection.
ones, but looking at other ones, I was like, God damn, these things are
Motherfucker missing us like a branch.
like, you guys ain't gonna fucking sell these. You guys are just throw these away. Like they're all, and they have them everywhere, bro. Like I just going to like the grocery store. I went to two stores just to see if
Oh
I had any
shit.
like if there was any better ones anywhere else.
Yeah.
Nah, same thing. You go through all the deli aisles. You go through the fucking where they keep the fucking
Mm.
the I don't know toilet paper supplies. You see them; they're fucking everywhere. Like they stacked the
Yeah,
store
yeah, yeah.
because they knew they were gonna sell out. I don't know. They probably didn't because there's just way too many. But yeah, I was like, nowadays, it's like, what do you do? I guess you just make an appointment like at a professional flower place and see if those are any better.
But those, I'm gonna be honest, them shits. If you go to like,
Like
yeah, I
Jimmy's
was about to
or
say, yeah, Jimmy's, them shits is you're gonna
oh
be
yeah.
paying a nut, bro.
Yeah, I've been yeah.
It's
I've paid
us.
quite a bit before. And it's not like you're better off just going to your regular grocery
Smiths,
store
bro,
and
Smiths,
you get more
or
for your
maybe Costco. I know Costco has sometimes some flowers. I don't know if they have the crazy vase setup, so to be honest. On Valentine's Day, maybe.
huh,
But yeah, Smith's got some fire shit, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. But yeah, that was kind of one thing I kind of took from Valentine's this time. I was like, huh, this is just gonna get worse and worse every year. It seems like because it's just harder to it's just a storage preparing, but at the same time maybe they over prepared and they got the shit mill too early.
I get
I
you.
wonder where these roses come from actually.
That's a great question. I feel like you'd be an interesting guest to have someone like that owns a flower shop because that's like so like or like out of the blue. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a great question though. I remember for Jimmy's back in the day, basically what they did is I bought some sort of it kind of looked like a little pamphlet, but it didn't have like pages. It was sort of just a brochure sort of thing, just one side, or I guess you could say double sided. But you paid, I don't know, I think it was like a fundraiser. I maybe paid $20, $25, something like that. And once a month,
Oh yes.
yeah, you can go get fucking flowers and all that. But I remember even back then, like thinking like, how the fuck these people make money, bro? With the flower shit, was thinking about maybe I figured that one out because I would go like only, fuck, dude, I would miss a lot of months basically. So those are more like for a charity
They're
though.
making,
So
yeah.
I don't think that's even their moneymaker, to be honest. It's probably the big, because if you walk in that shit look like a jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that shit crazy. So
Yeah. And a
um,
lot of the stuff they sell too, it's meant to be like, you can buy it as a gift, if someone's sick at the hospital or someone just had a baby, like, and it's
yeah,
more of a plant. It's not going to be like your regular roses and flowers
that's
that
true.
just die in a week.
That's true.
So, yeah, no, they probably make their money on those for sure.
Yeah, and it is higher quality. I ain't gonna lie. It's not like, Jimmy Flowers. I guess you can compare it to maybe a luxury sort of brand,
Mhm.
and then Smith's is, I don't know. Let's just say call it a Volkswagen or some shit.
Yeah,
It's
but
still European, but it's a Volkswagen.
it's still a Volkswagen. Yeah, nothing wrong with the Volkswagen, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was Valentine's. Hope
Okay,
everyone
bro.
had a great Valentine's.
Yeah, facts,
Shared
man.
the love and
Did you work on President's Day?
yeah, I did. Yeah,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
yeah, it was more of a shorter day for me, but
Okay.
yeah, so it was actually it's weird because it's like I feel like President's Day hasn't been a huge holiday in the past. Did you take it off last year?
I think they just gave it to me off, but usually I have MLK off.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, well, I guess I have a new job, so it's
Yeah.
different shit. So, but I would think, I don't know, I guess, like MLK might be better. I think what it is, I don't know what the fuck President's Day is, to
I
be
just
honest
remember
with
in
you.
school, since we were in school, we always had,
That day off.
MLK day off. Yeah. But presidents, we never took that shit off.
I
I
don't
don't think.
remember, bro. Straight
So that's
up.
what, I don't know. But, anyways, if you drove on the streets, there's nobody went to school, nobody
Yeah.
went to work. I was like, what the fuck? It was almost like New Year's Day. Like, I think I told you I came in for work New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in the past, everything's been open. And this one year I came and on the way here, I feel like nobody worked that day. It's kind of weird. People more, I guess the economy's just in a different spot now where people are taking more time off, or people are laid off. Today I heard about a good customer of mine that I've done a lot of work for that
Yeah.
was in sales and got laid off. And I was like, whoa, I brought him up in the past to you, so I'll bring him up later. But yeah, it's kind of like these big corporate companies are not doing too hot either. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but yeah, I worked President's Day though. I was out and about doing my thing.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Well, shit, since you brought it up, I sort of had a similar experience today, actually. So usually on, what the fuck's today? When Thursdays?
Thursday.
Yeah. Well, actually, usually on Wednesdays at work, it's like, all right, we got to do some cold calls. Usually I'm not doing cold calls. I'm like in actual like Google Meets, Zoom call sort of vibes
Mm-hmm.
with people, but say like reach out to people that have spent, you haven't connected with them, so that way we can get some shit closed. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Did that yesterday, but today they're kind of pushing for that. But bro, I fucking call this guy. He has never run ads on like with us. He's hasn't done anything. So I don't know. I just call some random dude because I honestly don't even care about like cold calls. Like, hang up on me, call me a bitch, whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I understand it's like a numbers game. So back in the day, I might have taken it personal, to be honest. But now I'm like, bro, you have no idea who the fuck just called you. Plus, me, I actually don't answer no phone calls at all. So I always put myself in, how do I say this? Yeah, I guess in both sort of shoes. I'm like, if I was calling myself right now, would I answer? Like, fuck no. So I'm like, okay, cool. With that mindset, like, it's a little easier.
Yeah.
It's like a little less, stressful in a sense. But no, this guy answers the phone. He had, I think his business. I don't want to say his business name actually, but let's call it JR Lifting. It was about gym equipment, shit like that. Like his website, checked it out before I called him. I call this guy, and usually it's something kind of quick, like, oh no, you're not interested, or maybe they just don't answer. I leave a voicemail most of the time. A lot of people actually don't answer the phone, so most of the time it's a voicemail. But this guy answered. He's yo, and I'm like, oh shit, like someone actually picked up. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, yo,
Hey, you actually picked up.
yeah, and I was like, oh, I think I see that you're the owner, but I was wanting to see if you had like a marketing department, like someone I could talk to. He's like, ah, man, it's just me. It's just really small. I have like one employee, but it's just two, really like startup sort of thing. He's like, and to be honest, like even if we run ads, we don't have the structure and the systems in place to fucking start like cranking shit out. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fair. And just I'm vibing. Like I'm not trying to sell you on a cold call. Like if anything, I'm like, yo, you're cool, you're cool. Let's set up a video call, so that way we can, see if we're a good match, basically. But this guy just started asking me crazy shit. He's like, yo, like, Like, is this like basically saying like, yo, is it slow? Like, is it down bad? Like,
Because I'm down bad.
well, yeah. And then I was just kind of confused by like, what you mean? Like me calling you? Like, you think that like the business not doing good, or do you mean like me calling businesses and shit? And he basically was like, well, and they brought an example that some other guy that talks to a lot of fucking people or something like that, maybe does something similar like me, like talks to random businesses. He told him that the shit's down bad, basically. Like I feel like me and you have kind of preached that a little bit for like the last year or two, but
yeah,
yeah,
business across the board. Yeah, it's just
yeah. But this guy was like trying to interrogate me on that shit, and I was like, well, with our company, is like we just have this fucking block of time every week where we reach out to businesses, so it's not like I'm just down to my, my D and B's and
my DMB.
yeah, I'm not down to my D and B's and
looking for some.
Yeah, like I'm
looking for a nut.
Yeah.
I'm just a squirrel looking for a nut.
Facts, bro.
My mechanic told me that the other day. He's like, "Man, I'm just a squirrel looking for a nut." He's like, "Aren't we all?" I'm like, "Yeah, we technically are."
Yeah, that's a fact.
We're out here just,
just where's my little nut? Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. But anyway, sorry.
No, you good, bro. But yeah, basically, I just told him, well, yeah, like, some people I call, yeah, they're on some broke shit, like it don't seem as as open as shit, bro. What would be the word for like just spending openly? I feel like there's a word for that, but it's not coming to me. Being more frugal is opposite, I believe. So the opposite of fucking frugal. But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you exactly mean. Yeah, we're not in a time right now where people are just, just dumping money into that and part of their business.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was just a strange cold call I did today, but I was like, yeah, good luck with everything, bro. Like, kind of left it like that, but that was just something strange that did happen today, and I was like, oh shit, like, this guy, I guess, is probably either thinking the same or I don't fucking know. So,
yeah, it's definitely it's a weird time of the year. I mean, typically February is maybe the weather. I don't think the weather. It's just fucking across the board with anything. But yeah, I went to I called yesterday. Called the Ford dealership. I'm like, hey, you guys have availability today? And I was just like, if they have time, I'll do it. If not, then I'll figure out how to do it myself. You guys have availability for an oil change and tire rotation on my F-150? And they're like, yeah, we can get you in at 4 o'clock. It was like 3:30, 3:40. And I'm like, or we can get you in at 4:30. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I can be there by 4. I was like almost there. So I pulled up and, yeah, they got my oil change done like in an hour. I just waited there, rotated my tires. Never really happens. I always call and it's like a week out, 2 weeks out, or it's just never the day of. And I told lady once I was done, I'm like, are you guys pretty slow right now? Are you guys staying busy? Oh, no, we're super dead. Like, it's
shit.
Extremely slow.
Even at the dealership?
Yeah.
Even for service?
He's like, I've never seen like kind of this industry this slow. He's like,
wow.
He's like, automotive, like anything automotive right now, it's just kind of slow. And I'm like, yeah, usually it's the time of the year, anything. I was just I'm a business owner too, and just my industry itself, I mean, it's not a necessity. It's the slow time of the year. And I'm like, but she's like, yeah, most people are slow right now. So, but yeah, when you brought that up, it kind of reminded me of yesterday. But
yeah, see, hey,
I guess for the people that need their services, you can just kind of get your shit done sooner.
Pop in, maybe.
Yeah, there's weird stuff though, because some things you call and then random stuff, right? You need somebody to come out and fix your garage door, and they're 2 weeks out. And it's like, oh shit. Well, some people are busier than others. So
yeah, someone's always eating.
Someone's always eating, man.
That's facts. Yeah. Just because shit down bad doesn't mean that everyone's down bad. Like, there's always someone eating.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of funny though how that conversation went for you though.
Yeah, just some random shit, bro. But yeah. Anything? Anything else? What else? We else going on, bro?
No, I guess I can update a little people about my life changes recently.
Is it time?
Since we're talking about just fucking.
Is it time?
No, I'll take it back.
We just okay. All right, let's sort of fill in the people because not like obviously you're gonna say whatever you're gonna say, but like before, so an opportunity came up. Like how do you want to approach this? I guess.
So me, Edgar, one of your hosts here at the Endless Road Podcast. If you don't know, I have a business.
If you didn't know,
Endless Auto Styling.
Yes.
And we do anything from vehicle wraps. For this is, I mean, we should actually probably do this more often because we always
Yeah.
get people that might start following us that
I'm like, what the fuck
and they
y'all
probably
doing?
just tune in. They have no idea what we
You're like,
do.
y'all just talking about dumb shit, which
They-
probably we do,
They
but
probably think this is their full-time job, and they're like, "How do these people survive?"
hot fucking 8 views and shit.
Yeah. So for you don't know, we all have a day job. But yeah, basically, I've had this business for about 8 years now.
Sheesh, congrats.
In total, became an LLC in 2000.
It was like 18, 19.
I think it was 17.
Oh shit.
I got the DBA, and then 2 years later, I turned it into an LLC because
okay,
I was like, it might be a good idea to be more legit, so that people don't take my house if I fuck up. So yeah, been in business for a while now, and yeah, do window tint, auto detailing, and ceramic coatings, a bunch of all that stuff. So that's my primary business, I guess you would say, source of income.
Yeah, it's a fact. This is gonna be kind of random, but I just wanted to let you finish on what you sort of do with your business.
Yeah.
But do you remember? Because I think I sort of remember the sort of the conversation back then. It was probably 8, 9, 10 years ago now when you first thought about endless auto styling.
Yeah.
But do you remember how you came across that name? And
Yes, great story.
And on top of that, do you remember what other names were in the mix?
Yeah, there was no other names in the mix.
Oh fuck.
This name was written on a piece of paper in high school.
That's crazy.
Yep. And
why the fuck do I not know this?
I brought it up in the past, bro.
I'm
but
just
yeah,
a fucking okay.
I don't have the piece of paper, but I have a picture of the piece of paper on one of my phones or somewhere. But yeah, endless auto styling. I think I was influenced by maybe this YouTube channel that I used to watch back then. When it's crazy to think it was even in high school though, because in high school I was already looking like I just raps weren't a thing. Nobody fucking had a rap back then.
Oh, okay.
But there was a channel I'd watch that would like customize cars and stuff. And there was something. Was it? Primitive's the brand, clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been like Premium or something.
Some shit like that.
Auto styling, and I always liked like the auto styling. And I was like, shit, what can I do? And then I just like thought of different ideas, and I think it was like a whole separate thing. I think it was back then I used to like a lot of cars and like just basically like back then I was like into Evos and Supras and stuff like that, and like people would upgrade the motors and and one of the manufacturers for that you would see a lot on brakes, it was called Endless brakes. Like that's the brand.
Fuck? Okay.
So like a big caliper instead of saying Brembo, it just says Endless.
Okay.
So it always stuck with me too. So I don't know, I always liked like the Endless, and then I'll put like Endless auto styling. So I remember I was in automotive class. I don't know what class it was, but I remember I wrote it down like on one of my, and it might have even been like in something else, like when we had advisory in automotive. But I remember it was something in the automotive like center when I was like just sitting and writing this down.
Okay. And it just came to you like at that moment, you just wrote it down?
Yeah. It was just always like something like, I don't know, just maybe being in that classroom with cars and stuff. It just like one day I want to have a shop, because that was always my dream, like to have something to do with cars, mostly mechanical stuff, not really the customization stuff like I'm doing now. But yeah, endless auto styling was a thing, and it was kind of just a collaboration of like me seeing different names and ideas
in the industry already.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope,
so
bro.
Endless auto styling became a thing, and yeah, just stuck with it. I don't remember when I started putting it on my cars or nothing, but I think eventually it became a thing where I was like doing it, and people were asking like, "Do you do it as a business?" And I was like, "No," but I kind of had a name already in my mind. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of the long story short for the business name.
That's fucking fire.
But yeah, that was the only one. I never had not like the podcast. We went through so many names trying to figure out like the right name, because if I would have had the mentality I have now when I was finding that name, it would have made it so much harder, because I would have like been so like self-conscious about it, or like overthink it. Like, is that really the name I want to live for the rest of my life with? And yeah, but back then I think as a kid it was just like, oh, that's cool. Like when you're a kid, you just think once and that's it. So
yeah, 100%.
Maybe it helped.
And it's special because it's not like you just came up with it on the fly, filled out the LLC paperwork or DBA paperwork. It's some shit like you've had, and it's like sort of almost nostalgic, because like, yo, I had this plan or an idea when I was in high school. Like I gotta sort of make myself, proud. I would assume, or something. So
yeah,
you're kind of living to that.
100% it was. Yeah, that's
dope, bro.
But yeah, endless auto styling started from my house as a DBA. People that don't know, a DBA is
facts.
Doing business as.
Yes.
So basically anybody can have a business name, I guess. And the only problem with business name, like a DBA versus an LLC, is if I was to screw up or something on your car, you decide to sue me, you sue me for all my assets, which is my personal, because doing business as, you're doing business as Edgar, me. So anything that's tied to my name, house, cars, in a case of something happening where they have to take collateral, they take all my stuff. So as an LLC, they only kind of go after your, what's the LLC stand for?
Limited liability company.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they can only go after your business assets, which, still may hurt you, but at least you'll keep your house and your cars.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, most people that have DBAs most of the time have it under what you just mentioned, a sole proprietor.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or an LLC, yeah.
Yeah, you fuck. But yeah, like you just mentioned, you can have a DBA under an LLC, a corporation, etc. Think about a DBA as just being an alternate name. That's literally it.
Mm-hmm.
The alternate name can be under you, or it could be under an LLC or something. But that's all a DBA, alternate name to an individual or just anyone.
Yeah, it's the way you want to do business, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I started my DBA in 2017, and then when I kind of became more official, started doing more things and kind of seeing that there's more liability in this, I got an LLC. So Endless Auto LLC owns Endless Auto Styling. But yeah, anyways, started that back then out of my house and started doing car wraps. That was the initial business, was doing car wraps only. And then it went into detailing. And then from automotive detailing and wrapping, got into a little bit of polishing. Well, basically anything that has to do with detailing is polish and stuff like that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you just said you went into wrapping first before detailing. But I think when you were wrapping, it was your own vehicles first. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But on clients' vehicles, you started with detailing, right? Or am I fucking it up?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would say that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I started detailing my own cars too, right? They would always stay clean and stuff. But I got to run them customers like, hey, can you clean my car? Can you detail it? Or I think I kind of started dabbling into like, this could be a business.
Yeah.
So I started doing friends and family's cars, like I did everybody's cars for $50 back then, just to kind of
that shit.
Get my, my feet wet and make sure I was good before I even started charging people money. And to this day, I probably still don't charge enough for what I do, but I don't know. I've always been a person that it's just, I don't got to hit home runs, right? As long as I'm just putting some points on the scoreboard, that's all that matters to me. And started doing that. And then as time went by, people started asking me like, if you can do, do you do window tint? And people always told me if you can do wraps, you can definitely do tint. Well, it was two completely different things, but I started dabbling into window tint. Then at that time, I had some life changes and stuff, and kind of pushed me a little forward to do my business. Like, the shop that I worked at the time, I loved it. It was a great job. At the same time, I was kind of capped out. I was kind of looking for something else. And I had a business kind of sort of that I was doing on the side, and might as well just go full on board with it. And I went with that. And when I basically got the shop here back in 2019, that's when I kind of pushed 100% window tint. And I think 2 years later, I started doing PPF, and then kind of it's become what it is now, known as, Endless Auto Styling and all the services that we do. But yeah, it's been great. And throughout this whole time, I basically got to know this client of mine and kind of where the story's going. And I was basically a mobile detailer, you would say, for this client specifically only. I was never doing mobile for anyone else, but just the specific customer basically guaranteed me, like he would for sure need me at his house.
Like a routine, like a schedule. Like come
a schedule thing every couple, weeks of the month. And so basically for almost 5 years now, I've been his go-to guy for maintaining his cars.
Damn, it's been 5 years? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. And if it's not 5 years, it's got to be 5 years. It's been. I keep forgetting this business has been in business for as long as it is too. Like we just time flies by so quick, man. So, but this client of mine, basically he needs someone that's there full time. So, he basically made me an offer to be his basically call it his full time car manager. So.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So basically, I took that on. As my business took it on, I should say. And so now, Endless Auto Styling in a way is full-time car manager for this client of mine. So with that being said, it's stepping me away from the business. So a little bit, right? Or a lot of it, however you want to see it. But So yeah, it's been a little different for me. That's what we kind of talked about in the past. You guys might have got some hints here and there that there were some changes,
Yeah.
but yeah, now I'm kind of this kind of doing two things now at once, and it's been great so far. So it's going for good for the business, right? It's like another step up for the business. And down the road, I mean, it might be something where the business transitions to something else.
Like a pivot.
A pivot, yeah, you may call that, or yeah, who
Okay.
knows? There's many ways that this can go, but as of right now, like I think for me, this was like I seen it as a big opportunity for endless as a way for growth, not only for the work we're doing, but also the what would you call it? The
Like the networking, the
yeah, the
opportunities, like
exposure
okay.
from this. So yeah,
No, that's good, bro. Well, so obviously, as a listener, I'm trying to put myself as a listener. I obviously know shit in the back end, but
yeah. Tell me.
um, as a listener, if hearing what I just heard, my first thoughts would be, oh shit, can I still hit up Edgar and get my shit? I don't know, detailed, like tinted. If so, what's the procedure? Like, can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So I mean, as of right now, I mean, the only thing that's changed, I mean, everything's business as usual. The only thing that's changed is now,
Mhm.
basically, I just cannot take morning appointments
Okay.
for certain jobs. Anything as far as the detail, most likely tints and stuff,
Uh-huh.
it's business as usual. You can
Okay. Dope.
drop it off at 9, it'll get done. I have a worker that's here in my shop that can take care of a car. That's like simple stuff like that. And honestly, anything really. A PPF job, I would never finish a PPF job in a day, anyways.
Yeah.
So my worker can receive it, prep it. I can come in when I'm done with my
Yeah.
services I'm doing for my client, and I can just finish it. And usually PPF jobs take 2 to 3 days, anyways, even up to 4, depending how much we're doing. So yeah, it's been almost like a little different because when I still work here, but throughout the day, I think fully in the past, I don't get nothing done throughout the day. Customers walking in and out, employee asking questions, I'm helping employee, it's stuff like that throughout the whole day. I've always like never really been able to concentrate. So I'm always been a night owl.
Hmm.
Because of that, I just rather work at night or in the evenings when everything's kind of like we're closed and people are not, ringing the phone or my phone's not ringing, I should say. So in a way, it's kind of like worked out. Well, I always saw it when before this I even went into it. I'm like, this can work out because this is kind of like what I'm used to already.
Mm.
But it's definitely different. I'm not gonna say like, oh,
Yeah.
everything's the same. No,
Yeah.
there's a lot more shit going on now. But yeah, for the people that just need stuff done, I mean, just hit me up as usual. Text, call, I can answer anytime and
Dope.
get you scheduled in. And most people prefer weekends or evenings for some people. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of my customers that I just tell them off the rip, or just people that call in.
Mm.
Just so you guys are aware, we're not taking appointments for this, and service till this time of the evening. Like, oh, that's great. That's when I get off work, anyways.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like me personally, let's say I wanted to window tint my shit. Like I
Yeah,
can't unless I have a fucking ride. Like it's gonna be hard for me to do,
yeah,
at night. Like I'd rather, like you just mentioned, do it after hours or the weekend.
yeah, yeah. Most people would not thinking about it. Like most people that
Mm.
would bring it in at 9, they'd usually get a ride, like an Uber,
To go work, right?
to go back to
Yeah.
work or to go back home if they're working from home.
Mm.
Um, or they would just drop it off in the morning and get picked up from their coworker and go to work. So for
Okay.
those people, like, yeah, maybe that's not an option now.
Yeah.
Because it was nice for those people because they can get off work, their buddy can drop them back off again, and their
And
car's
it's
done.
shit done.
For certain jobs, we still can do that, but for certain things, we
Yeah,
can't.
just
So,
call, just ask a question. You're
but
curious. Send a little text message.
but yeah, that's just kind of inform you guys. If you guys are curious when I talk about like, well, this and this and that, now you guys at least know what we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah,
about.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, man, so far it's been cool. So
That's beautiful, bro. I actually had a question, selfishly. Obviously, you've been running a business for a minute. I'm pretty sure you're here fucking like before this opportunity came up. I think you would get here around 8:30, 9.
mhm,
I believe you would go home around like 5ish, chill out, and then your ass would be back.
mhm.
As so now is it you go to, be a manager, do your shit, go home, rest, and then you come back, or has it changed at all?
Yeah, it depends on the day and the scheduling.
Mm,
As of right now, February is just it's slow. Honestly, it's
yeah.
super slow. So the few people that I do get, I've just been jam packing them on the weekends.
Oh shit.
So my weekends are just full, which makes it nice throughout the week because I just get off from doing my managing stuff over there
Uh-huh.
and just go straight home or run any errands that I need to. And then, yeah, in the evening, I'll come back here and work on the bigger projects that I've kind of been going on for a
Damn,
while.
bro, that's fucking crazy.
But hey, let's say for an example, I do have an appointment that I have to come here to the shop, then I just come here. So, and then I'll be here till like maybe 6. I'll go home and chill and then come back if I have to. But yeah, like yesterday, the last couple of days, I've been coming here like until 9. Like I just go home and chill and eat, hang out there for like 4 hours, and then I'll come here just for 3 or 4 hours in the evening, and then go back to the house. So
But,
yeah, it's nothing really. It's really different, but as far as like me working wise, it's very normal. It's
okay.
like workload, you would say, has been normal.
All right, cool. All right, more selfish questions. Well, this is the Endless Growth podcast. So,
Yes.
how long have you been a manager for? Like, I think it's weeks, or have you hit a month yet?
Going on a month next week, so 3 weeks now.
Okay. In your time, I'm pretty sure you're handling shit you probably have never done. Obviously, there's overlap of stuff you know and connections and all that, but obviously, it's a new sort of gig. There's going to be new shit you learn.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, is there anything you can share that you've learned, like about maybe something? It doesn't necessarily have to be, nothing fucking crazy, but I
Yeah,
don't
just
know.
anything I've learned from this so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
Not really that I can really speak of, but it's probably just mostly. I guess I've just kind of took a little bit more from it. Is time management,
Okay.
just learning how to manage my time a little better. Getting tasks done that need to be done by the end of the day. But so far, I mean, nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Kind of everything I've already been doing.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to like ask questions, but like obviously not like too much. So if you can't answer them, yeah, just
You can go ahead and ask, and I can just.
we can skip them if not. So let's say you become a manager. Do you have set tasks, or are you sort of the person that has to sort of like kind of find
Yeah.
your own shit?
Yeah, I'm the person that has to find everything.
Okay.
So
That's pretty dope.
I show up and usually have a game plan for the week. So I just know like, all right, this card can be on the schedule for this, and that. Coordinate with, the maybe if it needs an oil change, if it needs a tire rotation, whatever like that. If it's something that I can do, I take care of it. If not, then, I have it taken care of. But yeah, I'm usually the one that's basically making the schedule. I don't, as far as of right now, there's no
like agenda when you walk in type shit.
Okay. Yeah, no. So yeah, and in a case, I mean, I've taken care of my client for, like I said, years already. So I'm really familiar with the cars and the services that need to be done on these cars.
Yeah,
so.
That's facts. It's not like they don't know you. It's not like you haven't been around. It's not like you've been already working on these vehicles. So it's probably, I wouldn't say a seamless transition, but way better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty nice.
That's
so good. Yeah, I'm excited, for what it has to bring in the future and potentially for Endless too. I mean, it's definitely, as of right now, I mean, it's pushed me for Endless to go out of my comfort zone as far as like, just trusting the process really, as far as business, employees, customers, and kind of letting Endless run on its own, which it's always been my baby, and I always still take care of my customers, like if they were my own cars and stuff. But there's been a lot more. It's pushed me a little more. So I think with time, this is kind of what Endless needed in a way, just that little push.
So you could be a little more risk averse?
Yeah. And I'm always a person to put myself in a really uncomfortable zone, whether it's with the business or just different scenarios, risky scenarios, you would say, because this thing, you would say it could be a risk for most people. Seeing it from, it's hard to say because I can't say a whole lot about what I do and stuff yet, but or probably ever really. But at the same time, like I'm trying to make it make sense for people because
I get you.
From some eyes, it can appear to be, I don't know. They probably don't see what we're seeing or what I can see, but yeah.
No worries, bro. Fucking we'll take it day by day type shit,
But yeah, that's a little new venture.
No, that's dope that we.
It's been different though. It's kind of nice. I feel like I don't know. There's something weird. Like, do you ever have like a feeling or something that like something's gonna change or change is coming?
Yeah, I feel that right now. Shit.
I had that like just towards the end of like last year and like just last year, like a lot of things changed. last year I didn't hire any employees. I got my ass kicked by just
I'm about to say by who, bro?
by working so much, and just and yeah, I got to tell my girl, I'm like, God, I got my ass handed to today, just back to back to back, just like
D&B,
appointment,
bro.
appointment, appointments.
D&B, bro.
Yep, down to my So no, it was good though. I mean, it was last year. 2025 was really successful, for the business and just overall like growth for the business, I would say. Like it's been growing every single year, right?
Yeah.
Whether if it's small or big, but
It's something.
last year was great. But something felt like kind of not even like a question, but I'm like, what's changing? Like I can't keep doing this.
Kind of like almost zooming out and like in 5 years, I'm probably still gonna be doing the same shit similarly, and then kind of being like, "Fuck, I should probably do something different." Is that kind of
Yeah,
what
it
you
was
mean?
almost like within me that I wanted to make a change, and then just like things just line up, like how like the world and the universe work out.
Yeah.
And yeah, kind of things will present yourself to you, and we kind of had that mindset. And it's like preparation, right? It's like we say, nothing doesn't really, it's not like luck happens to everyone, but
The cliche quote: "The luck is preparation when preparation meets opportunity," or some shit
yeah.
like that.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
everything was kind of set in place where I was able to take this on.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an employee already and stuff. And it kind of, everything kind of just went lined up to it. So yeah.
Okay,
But
bro.
yeah,
That's
man.
dope, bro. That's exciting. Yeah. Well, I'll stop poking holes, obviously, but
Nah, you're
this
good,
is
man.
this.
Keep
Hey,
poking.
hey. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
But
it's good, bro. Congrats, bro. Fucking yeah. I know you'll
thank
kill
you,
it.
bro.
It's
Yeah.
not even like a doubt. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah. We hope, right? We like I said, I try to take care of everybody, and I'm always a person that likes to go out and above and beyond for anybody's car, or whatever I'm doing service wise for the person to help anyone out.
yeah.
I usually try to go out of my way to do my best and just treat people like the way I like to be treated. So I guess if
No, I
you
get
do
you.
that, the world will give back, I guess, to
Mm,
whatever you put out. So
okay. Not like that shit. I was gonna ask some crazy shit. Do you ever evaluate yourself and like the skills you know,
hmm.
and are ever like, damn, maybe I should sort of work on like something different? Like, let's say for example, there's a weak point in what you evaluate yourself accurately, like skills. I know how to take calls. I know how to book appointments. I know how to get actually do the fucking work quality. Is there any time like you ever sort of look at your skills and you're like, damn, like I should probably be better at like this skill or
Oh,
like
100%.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
what
I never consider myself perfect at anything. So I'm good at what I do, but I'm not perfect by any means. And I feel like, yeah, in anything I do, I could always get better at it. Whether it's just communicating better with people, time management, like I just said, that's a big one.
yeah.
Like there's always room for growth in anything. But yeah,
Okay.
I do evaluate myself, sometimes a little too harshly,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, are you kind of asking like, is there anything from this that recently I've evaluated myself with, or?
Well, I found myself doing this like this week for some reason, just sort of like looking back at my old job. Like obviously me knowing me, oh, I've been in sales for this long, but then I
Mm,
really be thinking about it. I'm like, it's not the only fucking thing. Like that's just a very small percentage. So then I started looking back at like my old job and what I was doing for so long, and I remember it was like, once you sell something, you know, I would hope that that's kind of it. But
mm-hmm,
sometimes it's like, okay, they purchased something, but now you have to make sure that it actually gets done. Like I used to help people file LLCs and shit.
mm-hmm,
So it's like, did that shit actually get submitted? Is a processing team
mm,
sitting on their fucking hands?
yeah.
Am I gonna get a fucking call from this guy in 2 days and get fucking like an angry fucking email, or
Mm,
he's gonna want to cancel or refund all this shit? So I remember like just sort of looking back, and I'm like, okay, so I have sort of skills for whatever you would want to call that,
yeah.
sort of customer expectations,
Mm-hmm,
sort of thing. And yeah, just sort of other things. Like I noticed that compared to like other reps as well, like I'm really on top of my shit with emails. Like
mm.
I've always just been on my
Following
emails.
up and just,
Just if I fucking get an email,
oh,
especially if
taking
someone
care of
urgent,
it.
I'm fucking replying to that bitch quick. Like I don't like having emails in my inbox when I'm at work. Like I'm on that shit. So that's sort of, I don't know, something I've been doing this week where I'm like, this has to be shit that I'm not good at. And I think this week I started realizing like, damn, bro, sometimes I'm like so, I don't want to like compliment myself because I'm fucking up, but I'm like, I get on a call, I'm asking all these fucking questions, and then ask, yo, what's your budget?
Mm,
They give me their budget or around their budget. And then I'm like, okay, that's what it is. Let me sort of give you the options for what's like around you, which is good. But when you're in sales, you basically want to fucking, sounds kind of fucked up, but try to get as much as,
Yeah.
other than the other sort of side. Well, let's say I'm a car dealership. Someone walks in, they want to buy that fucking 1999 Honda Civic. I'll probably get, I don't know, a profit margin of like $300.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck that. I'm trying to, for all this paperwork I'm doing, I'm trying to send you at least a 2005 Malibu. Like, come on,
Yeah.
blood. So yeah, man, I just be analyzing that shit, and I'm like, fuck, I need to get better at sort of pitching, because a lot of the
Mm.
time, what I've been sort of thinking is the person on the other line, yes, they have their budget, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest.
Mm.
Like, even like a lot of the time, sometimes I hop on a call and this person's already running ads. I look at the shit they're doing, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, you're targeting the whole US and you're a B2B business.
Mm.
Like, what the fuck? Like, so then I go in there, help them out with their audience, adjust all that shit. But that's something I feel like I have need to work on. Sort
Yeah.
of being like
That.
pitch high as fuck, like, and like not even, you know,
So it's not even a question. Like it's not questionable as far as
yeah.
yeah.
Like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm nice. Like, I'm gonna be a good person and be that guy that,
Yeah.
oh, that's what you're working with, no worries. But at the same time, like, if they're fucking spending $10 a day and they're wanting a fuck ton of leads,
You got to give them the real.
that's not gonna fucking work. So I'm always
Yeah.
doing them a disservice. But it's like a balance, bro. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm having a hard time with. But
Yeah, it
you
really
know,
can be imbalanced. But no, I get what you mean though.
you know,
It can be tough. I've always thought the same thing too, like in business, like when I was like, when people call for stuff and I'm like, oh, I could be nice and just kind of tell them like, well, how much, this is going to be this much and kind of sound like, like it's a lot or it might be kind of hard, but instead of just being like, is this price? And, you know, it is what it is. But at the same time, you don't want to always do that because then
yeah.
if you're slow, then you're losing out on work because you're just kind of firm. And yeah, you do sound more like professional, I guess you would say. And your
Hmm.
business probably might look better, but you're losing out on the work that you can be taking. But sometimes it doesn't work because sometimes you overwork yourself by doing so much of the little cheap stuff and it doesn't really get you nowhere. So
Yeah, spread yourself a little too thin.
yeah, man. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's always good to evaluate yourself though. I'm sure that I have a lot of things honestly that I could always work on
Yeah.
but yeah, evaluations are good to have.
Yeah,
If you don't
bro.
do them, your company will for you.
Yeah, that's if you're fucking up. But the thing is, sometimes you can get pretty decent at your job where they don't really tell you shit and you just get complacent. And then I'm looking back sort of at like the sort of opportunities that I could have maybe pursued.
Hmm.
Honestly, it probably would have been just leaving that job earlier. But at the end of the day, I was always doing just weird side quests for some
Mm-hmm.
fucking reason. But no, I just be thinking about
Side
that, bro.
quest.
Yeah, side quests, fucking real estate
Yeah.
license, marketing, all this fucking
No, I
shit.
think
So
that job allowed you to do those things and experience those
absolutely.
things, right? So
Yeah, so that's something, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm too harsh on myself, like you just mentioned. But yeah, bro, it's just kind of hard because like I'm not where I'm at, like I want to be, obviously, but I do understand like life's a journey, not a destination. So I'm trying to also not be too hard on myself where I make myself miserable wanting to become like get to that destination, and
mm-hmm.
then if I do, it's gonna be like nothing really changed. I just have money now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like it's
Yeah, it ain't about the money for sure. That's one thing that I've kind of taken from just life in general, As a kid, I wanted to be a millionaire.
same,
I would never mind still being a millionaire, right? But
same.
but truly, like to get there, you're gonna work your ass off, probably be miserable. And once you
Yeah.
get there, you probably don't have many people around you that you want to, be sharing that with because most people, when you get to that point, are probably just gonna use you in a way, sadly. And in some cases, you're probably fine, sharing the wealth with your close ones, but you start to see the true colors from people and stuff like that. So, from what I've seen, I feel like myself, I would like to have enough money to live comfortably, but at the same time, be able to live a good, happy life with, just friendship, love, the people around me. That's to me success is, um, yeah, just have a great balance of that stuff and feel like you know,
You have options, freedom a little bit, like
yeah, and you're good for what you are. You're good for something. Like I always feel like I feel really good about my job or what I do, right, for myself, because I know I'm really good at it, and people come to me because I'm good at it.
You know that it's not like a fucking common skill, like,
Yeah,
you know, so that everyone can do, like fucking, I don't know, mopping or some shit.
yeah. So I'm always feel really, happy and
Yeah,
complacent, with what I do. And
I like
verse,
that.
yeah, I always, you got to find that. And to me, that's like really important in happiness. Is if you feel like you're not worth nothing, then you're not in the right industry. Get the fuck out ASAP, because that's the number one key, right? Is for you to be good and enjoy it, and actually is, you got to feel like you're good at what you do and you're making a difference, and you know that you're different from everybody else. So, and everybody has their own niche, right? It can
No,
be,
honestly, I love what you just said. And like you just mentioned, you might not even have a niche right now because, like, I read the book called Mastery,
mm-hmm,
so that's essentially what you said. So becoming a master, so basically someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, an expert in a specific field. And in Edgar's realm, it's obviously, sort of the car business.
yeah,
It's sort of expanded more than just fucking details and shit. Like you're fucking doing all kinds of shit now, and how always kind of have been, not just doing one thing, which is pretty cool. Like it's not like you let yourself be in like a mold. Like you just keep breaking out that bitch or
yeah,
evolving, which is good. But kind of going back to the mastery thing, yeah, that definitely brings you a lot of confidence. Like you as a person, you're not replaceable.
yeah,
Not too many people know what the fuck you know. And it shows. Obviously, that's why you have all these crazy opportunities coming up. Like, why if
yeah,
not, they could just fucking hire Joe Schmo down the street. But that's not the case. So, with that being said, I do feel like being a master and knowing that, like, you have something to offer, even just to humans or like as a service or just to help people in general. Maybe it doesn't have to be money.
yeah,
It definitely does bring a confidence and,
yeah.
you just feel good about yourself. So, that's a big aspect.
Yeah, man. No, yeah, that's beautiful the way you said it. But yeah, it really is, and that energy you get from that, just keeps making you try harder and work harder, and that's the part that people don't see, because
Yeah.
people always ask, like, why do you do that so much, or why do you even like working, or why do you always work? And it's like I'm getting like endorphins from like doing this.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
enjoy doing this. Like it's not like how you see work. I see work differently. So but yeah, it's hard to make people understand, I guess, until you're there. But once you get that, and I hope everyone at one point in their life gets to feel that, yeah, it just makes everything else a lot easier and enjoyable, and
Yep.
people will, then you'll understand, I guess, right? Why this person always worked so much, or why this person always talked about his job or this one thing, because he really fucking liked that thing. So, and typically that's one good point, just a place to start. If you're always talking about one thing and you know a lot about it,
Yeah.
maybe you start looking into that, because that might be
Yeah.
your thing.
I
So
love that shit.
yeah,
No, that's 100. I agree with all that
so
100%. In that book that I read, one of the easiest ways to sort of conceptualize what we just sort of mentioned
mm,
is think about learning how to play the piano. When you fucking first sit there, to me, I'd be like, "What the fuck, bro? Like this is crazy. This is insane."
mm,
But obviously, if I commit myself, I spend 2 hours a day, I'll start to know, oh, this key does this.
mm,
Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Give it a year, I'll obviously better. Second year, or maybe even after the first year, I don't even have to look down. Like where the keys are. They're sort of like they call it a brain map in your head. Like you
mm.
have a fucking map of the keys, kind of like a keyboard. You're typing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, it's not even fucking second nature. That's like second nature, bro. It's like a
First,
part
you're
of.
yeah,
It's like almost an extension of who you are. It's fucking weird.
that is kind of weird.
But same thing with the piano. You invest all this time, you get good, but eventually there'll be a time. They say 10,000 hours is what you have to spend,
Mm-hmm.
which is roughly about 5 to 7 years if you're spending 2 to 3 hours a day.
Oh,
So it does take a minute, I ain't gonna lie, and consistent effort. Obviously, the more intense the training, which you're spending 6 hours a day, it's half that time.
mm-hmm.
So the intensity is definitely another component to that. But yeah, there's gonna be a point basically when you hit that 10,000 hours where that shit is again second nature on a whole nother level where you can start almost thinking of your own sort of different ways, and because you know all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Like you, for example, you've probably, I would assume, I'm pretty sure this happened. Like I could almost guess this shit, that you've done some creative shit out there in the shop that you haven't found on YouTube,
Mm.
but probably it's your fucking knowledge is so like fucking insane that you maybe are picking up, oh, I know detailing, you can do this, so I'm gonna grab this sort of concept and apply it
Mm.
to, I'm not saying maybe it's
No,
that
yeah, yeah,
exact
for
thing,
sure.
But would I be sort of maybe correct where you sort of start kind of like you're fucking like your knowledge is vast as fuck.
Yeah.
Experience is not just the knowledge as well. So you're almost able to just pull from all these different sorts of like buckets and like maybe create your own sort of style.
Yeah,
in a
and that's
sense.
where inventions start to become, and
Yeah.
engineers become. You know, that it's just not like they go to school and they're like, oh, that's how this new iPhone's gonna be made. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you work around iPhones all day, every day. You see how they work,
Yeah.
and then you slowly like, well, we can do this, this, and this can become better. Yeah, it's like you're saying, and when you do something so much, you start like it's just second nature to you. You start to invent new things and just see it differently. So no, yeah, with anything, right?
Yeah.
Cooking, with anything
Yeah.
you could think of, programming, sales, like just different
Anything,
ways to
bro.
pitch people, and this way works better. You know what they're gonna say because you've been doing it so long, taking so many calls. You know what exactly they're gonna say,
You know
and
the vibe. Yeah. The
yeah,
tones and shit. You know, like, oh, they've been down this road
as soon
before.
as they answer with what,
Yeah.
you know how it's gonna end. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, 100%, dude. It's pretty cool, man. Life, once you know how to play it, it's enjoyable. Because as kids, I feel like we get to a point when we're kids, we don't know what really life is until we get kind of to a certain point where we have to figure out life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes, longer than some people may take longer than others to get a grasp of it, I guess, in a way. But when you do, I feel like you know, it's always going to be enjoyable, right? It depends on the way you look at it and see it. Um, there's a lot more to it. And
A
sometimes
lot.
more is yeah, more is less sometimes too, right? So, or less is more.
There you go.
Yeah. Sometimes just because we're talking about getting a business and doing all this, that's not what you need for your own personal life. Sometimes you just need very minimal, job and things in your head and your mind for you to be happier. And at the end of the day, I think being happy is what's going to make life enjoyable, not the everything
Yeah.
else you see on social media and stuff. Like,
Fulfillment for sure. You want to
yeah,
feel fulfilled. You want to feel good that like, damn, I just fucking did this crazy ass rap job and the guy came in and he's happy. Like, you want to feel that in whatever field you're in.
yeah,
So no, I definitely agree with that.
yeah. We all
Yeah.
have, and then there's, like they say, different seasons in life too. So
Yeah.
different things come up, there's changes, life events. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of a
That's real shit,
little
bro.
catch up on life here at the Endless Growth Podcast.
Endless growth.
But yeah,
Damn,
man.
bro. Okay. There is something that I want to make people cautious about because I've fallen for this trap as well. Kind of going back to the piano scenario. Think about us learning a piano. Do you think it's going to be enjoyable the first 3 months?
No, not even that. It's like the gym, bro. I feel like I can relate to right now the gym part, right? I'm starting to get into working out. It's not enjoyable.
Fuck no.
You do things and it's just like, damn, it sucks. You don't see any. Same thing with the piano. You practice day and night.
Yeah.
You come back the next day, you forgot everything. Like everything's still new. Same thing with, just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enjoyable. It's going to take
It's going to be a bitch.
it's going to take some time, and the sooner you start, maybe the sooner you'll get to that end destination goal that you're wanting. But
Yeah, just push past it and be aware, yo, what I'm about to start doing is going to suck for a bit. But if you're able to get that point and get over the other side where you can sort of feel good about what you're doing and add your own style and flair to it, then that's good. Because I remember, shit, bro. This is something I think about because I look back and I'm like, oh, I tried it. It wasn't for me. But like when I got my MacBook, fucking downloaded FL Studio. For the people that don't know what that is, fucking make beats on that shit. But I remember I was like, okay, cool. Got it. Got the program. It was like $300, whatever the fuck. I was like, all right, time to lock in. I think I locked in for 2 fucking days, bro.
yeah, 2 days.
But I don't know. At that time, I think it was just so many, like, so much shit just going. I don't know. It's kind of hard sometimes. Do I actually want to choose the fucking piano? But at the same time, if you never choose the piano or you won't choose nothing, you get me? So I'd be looking back on I'm like, fuck. I obviously tried it out for 2 days. I didn't like it, but it's like, motherfucker, you didn't even make one beat. Like, you just sort of said, yo, this is some bullshit and dip. So
Yeah.
I always be thinking about that. I'm like, oh, in my mind, previously I thought, oh, I just wasn't for me. I didn't like it. But it's like, you basically fucking skipped the basics, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd be thinking about that shit sometimes. So for anyone listening, if you're doing something and it's fucking slow and boring, that's how a lot of shit's gonna be, man. You know, it's gonna suck ass. Like when I started in sales, I was fucking, my fucking stomach would get a knot, bro. That shit was not fun. I hated that shit. Like I straight up hated that. Even going to customer service, I remember I left the factory. I was about to hit the phones, bro. The fucking so nervous, bro. And people are calling to cancel their shit. Like they don't even give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
So I just like it's gonna be hard. There's gonna be some pushback. In my end, it was easier for me because it's a job. You have to do your job or you will get fired. With playing the piano, no, there's no consequence to that shit. Yeah. And playing this piano can mean whatever interest or whatever sort of thing you want to do. Yeah. What, you know, so that's another hard part where you have to keep yourself accountable and sort of push past that boredom.
I was going to say this, and maybe you can, I guess, see if there's something around this, but do you feel like if most successful business owners, I mean, let's say we're going on a business route here, but
okay,
because I was trying to think of my beginning, how we just talked about, I didn't just want to wrap cars because I wanted to do that as a living. I wanted to do it for myself. So I feel like I found more enjoyment because I was wanting to learn and get better for myself. So like, for example, the guy we talked about a few pods ago that invented a drink that's a PM. It's like he was solving a problem for himself, which he's become now successful for himself. Is there a lot of things like that? Like companies, let's say like the maker of Apple or whatever. You think he was solving problems? Was he solving a problem for himself, you think? Or was he, or for the world? Or did he just see dollar signs and like, if I do this, then I'll make money?
He didn't necessarily see dollar signs. He got kicked off his board and shit. But Steve Jobs basically mixed two things, kind of going back what we just said, together. So he was really amazing at engineering, shit like that. But he was also into like so engineering, meaning like computers, how they work, like all that bullshit. And then he was also interested in design, like like architecture, like shit like that. So he basically blended like both of those worlds.
So in a way, he was kind of fulfilling himself by doing something like.
Yeah, but it's not like he was pulling up to the Apple headquarters in a Bugatti and shit. Like his fucking fits looked like anyone else's. Like he didn't give a fuck about that. So to your point, I feel like this kind of.
Think I've heard something there about that or no?
I think so, but you also have to be realistic with yourself too. You might be passionate about something. I don't want to shit on something because you can make anything something, but there's things that will be more valuable than other things.
Yeah, because I guess what I'm getting to is like I feel like there's a lot of people like that will start a pressure washing business, right?
Okay.
Because they see it as it being successful, so they have to make themselves love that and that's I feel like it's harder versus if you already did it for yourself and your family and your friends because it's just something you already did and you like doing, then I feel like you can become more successful easier at it. I guess I'm trying to get to, but I don't know if it's a thing because
I agree, but then they also say, and I'm sort of stealing other people's ideas here. It's like don't follow your passion, like follow what is needed out there. Like there's a need for it, you know. So I do agree.
Maybe a mixture of both.
100%.
If you can find one.
Yeah, because if you start a fucking dog shit cleaning business,
it can make a lot of money, but fuck no.
I'm gonna probably want to quit that versus if I start a fucking sales staffing agency or some shit, I'm going to be more inclined because I'm already sort of knowledgeable in the area. I'm not starting from scratch and I'm not starting the piano. You know, I'm sort of already ahead of that in a sense. So, but to your point, yes, I think there is, it's not yes or no. I think there's something in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm sure like the dog cleaning guy,
he probably had an issue. Damn, I'm fucking stepping in dog shit.
I need to just hire people. Like, actually, I should just make a company where, I don't know. You never know, right, how they started. But I feel like there's something in that. At least that's how I found. Now looking back and trying to break down my business, I feel like that's kind of what helped me find that, like, oh, this is cool. I didn't like, oh, man, if I start learning how to rap, I'm going to be so good at this. I'm going to make so much money. I got that way, but I feel like I did it. I want to wrap my car because I couldn't afford to have someone do it, so I did it for myself, and then I started seeing like, oh, there's something here, yeah. So, but yeah, I feel like that can help finding, I guess, getting closer to that.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And then obviously everyone has experiences, jobs, or even just on the side. Like think about what are you good about? Like what are you good at? Yeah, maybe you worked at a fucking assembly line and all that shit, but were you a manager? Are you really good at like checklists? Are you good at like the follow up? Like there's something there. Like
Yeah.
it's not just you be fucking being, an assembly line worker. There's sort of different things going on. So what can you pull on? What can, you're really good at this. What can you mix it with? Maybe something you might be interested in. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely hard as fuck, or else everyone would do it. But yeah, at the end of the day, something that also is hitting me hard as fuck is no one's gonna come and save you. It's up to you to put your
Get,
kick your shit in gear. To be honest with you,
yeah, you
because
gotta make yourself get your way out of that hole. Dig your way out, right? They say.
yeah, bro. Because this is like younger guy that I work with. I'm not sure if I've said it on the pod before. If it sounds familiar, like cut me off. But this guy was again. I think I might have brought it up, like vending machines.
Yeah,
This guy wants to start like a little vending machine sort of thing. But I straight up told him I was like yeah, dog. Like I'm fucking 29 or whatever. But even like 10 years ago, I sort of had similar ideas, whether that be drop shipping, etc. But I told him I'm like, bro, that was like 6, 7 years ago, and I'm sort of in a similar like position. And I told him I was like, yeah, times will fucking pass, and you will still be sort of, I don't want to say in the same boat, but
yeah.
you'll still be employed. What they call the fucking rat race or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I was trying to tell him. I'm like, well, fuck, dude, if you like serious, bro, just send it. Like, and then even if it goes bad, you go bankrupt, whatever the fuck, like you'll be my age, and bankruptcy, I think you're good after 7 years.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Like,
not much to lose there, right?
yeah. So that's kind of me going back. Like, if you don't got shit to lose, then what the like? And again, it's harder said than done because I need to fucking do it myself. So
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know, bro. I find myself doing this. I'm like, I look at other people and I'm like, fuck, why are they doing this?
Mm.
Like, kind of being almost like a little like prejudice. But then I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's areas in my life I'm fucking up too. And then I just turn that on me.
Mm.
And then I'm like, oh fuck, now I got to work on that. So thankfully now I've made it more constructive. Where I'm like, because
Yeah.
you'll obviously see someone's fucking up, like, oh, like I, but then in the sense you sort of turn it around on you, and you're like, fuck,
Mm.
like now that I told him that, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm older than
Now
him,
I gotta hold
so
myself accountable.
yeah, so it's like, well, now I'm older, so like I at least have to have a plan. I'm not saying quit my job and go fucking, take out a big loan and do that, but sort of have a game fucking plan, or else another 5, 6 years will pass and we'll be having the exact same conversation that I was having. You get me?
Yeah, I get you. No, 100%. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's always hard giving advice too because
Yeah.
it's kind of touchy, especially I don't know, it's different too because people will usually see more of you than you see in yourself. And I feel like
That's true.
that's hard for most people because most people don't. Yeah, you kind of have to take advice and give advice very carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's facts, bro.
I don't know where I'm going with that, but
No, it's facts
it's like
because
there's
that
something
guy
there.
might not even want fucking to, like, maybe his priority is starting a family, being with his wife, and I'm over here telling him,
Yeah,
fucking sell everything, bro. Pull out your 401k and fucking go in debt. Like, he's gonna
yeah,
fucking hate me. So
yeah.
you're right, to the point where you kind of have to be careful. For sure.
Well, not even that. I don't even know what I was like. I just don't know how to put it in words, but no, in a sense, it is kind of where you're going with that.
Mm.
But yeah, I feel like also like we as people, like if you see someone like the way they work and the way they do things, sometimes like they're holding themselves back and the people around them see more. Like you're probably seeing he can for sure probably do that if you really tried. And he's probably thinking like, nah, like this is risky. I mean, there's a reason why he hasn't done it yet, right? But you're probably seeing more in him than he's seen in himself. And sometimes people might tell you certain things like, I see you doing this, this, and that. And you're just like, nah, like
Mm.
that's
That's true.
so there's a little bit of that sometimes too. But yeah, I've always taken advice from people. That's one big thing too, that whether it's good or bad, because I feel like somebody always has something. There's always something to take away from what they tell you, right?
Yeah. So what you mean by taking advice is like you take every advice and apply it, or you take every advice and you sort of review it and
Yeah.
then make your own sort of
No, for sure review it. Yeah, I
conclusion, right?
definitely don't like, oh, I would never work with him. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna work with him. I'll
Mm.
work with that customer or whatever it is.
But
And then
you'll take into consideration what they said.
yep,
Like,
because I've done that in the past, right? There's a customer that someone told me about. Don't work with this guy. This is
oh
what you didn't
shit.
expect. Sure enough, at the end of the day, it kind of ended up kind of going that route. But I was always aware and I was always, prepared, I guess, for if anything happened. But yeah, sometimes like working with companies and just different people, and I mean, I'm always trying to change the way I see things or explain people.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has a business or is
Yeah.
trying to own their own business. But yeah, just I guess just be aware and kind of take everything in that is mentioned or said, and
Just consider it.
yeah,
Yeah. Not all advice is gonna, even if it's great advice, it might not be great advice for you at the moment. Maybe you need some other shit.
yeah.
So,
Because I guess going back to the beginning of Endless, I did out of my house, and I never had personally, like you would say, the within myself, I would say
uh,
the faith or like I don't know, just the balls, I guess, to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just do my business. Until it took that one person to tell me, he's like, dude, do it, because that's one thing I regret in my life, that I wish I would have started my business 5 years prior, and I would have quit that job because this one customer, or not customer, this um forget the name of what we want to call
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
the person that guided me, I guess you would say. Um, yeah, he had his really successful business. To this day, still has it, but he worked his day job and worked his business for 5 years, and he just wishes. And that's the one thing he told me, which kind of made me realize, like, all right, just do it. I'm gonna take the advice and
Yeah.
just do the leap of faith, and yeah, worked out. But yeah, it kind of surprised me when he told me that he did his day job for 5 years, and that's his biggest regret in life, was doing that, because he feels like he would have been so much further ahead in life and the competition and businesses if he would have done that. So
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say once you're successful though, because shit, maybe he would have done it 1 year in and
failed.
his reputation wasn't there. Maybe his service wasn't as good. Maybe he had like a personal issue going on where like something, he needed that sort of stability. Like, so
Yeah.
that's why sometimes like I like that, but I don't know. I don't. Hopefully, this guy isn't beating his ass for it, because you don't fucking know, dude. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you did it at a perfect time. I don't think if you would have been like, oh, let me just quit my fucking job now. Like, I don't think you would have went. I think you would have still made it out, but I think you did it like the right way.
Yeah. If I would have waited maybe another year though, or 2 years, I think it would have been different, because within 2 years after like I started my business,
Hmm.
there was like so many more people doing the same kind
Hmm.
of thing. And
But to be honest, those motherfuckers just seen that shit because of Instagram, bro. Like,
exactly.
not they're not committed like you.
And
You
a
don't
lot of
have the
places they've
love.
already shut down already, and
Exactly.
so
Like,
yeah, it shows right away if people are in it just for the money, or they're in it for
yeah, they're
the
not the
the,
right
the true
reasons.
love of doing the job. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, that's life and business,
Nah. Yeah.
advice,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
which business is not always for everyone.
But there's
Some,
parallels we can extract and put into our lives as
yeah,
well.
from that at least. So
Yes. Damn, man. No, I like today's pod. Usually like every pod, but
yeah,
just got me sitting here brewing, fucking just like damn,
just doing, man.
just thinking and shit. Like that's life crazy, bro. But
Life is really crazy, man, and it's short. It's very short.
yeah,
That's what's scary.
fuck.
As we get older, right? We just
Yeah.
time
Well,
flies more.
it does, bro. It does. I know we're almost reaching the conclusion of the pod, so I'm gonna try to say this last thing because I just remembered it. I had a call with a lady 2 days ago. She has a business that basically I don't want to say the name, but basically it helps you stop snoring. So that way
Oh,
you can go to sleep and do all that shit. She was telling me all this crazy shit on the call. Like with this lady, we just kicked it off. I don't know what it was. She was just dope. But she was just telling me, uh, basically she asked for my age or some shit like that. I was like, yeah, I'm 29, about to be 30. And then she just said, congratulations.
mm,
And that shit fucked me up a little bit. And she basically kind of gave me a little philosophy, 60 second sort of thing where life is short. Yes, we are getting older, and a lot of people are like, fuck, like all these problems are going to come and etc. But at the end of the day, we're still here. And she basically let me know that even with one of her friends that was 35, like passed away in his fucking sleep in a sense.
jeez.
So I don't know. She kind of fucking humbled my ass, bro, because she was probably in her 50s.
Yeah.
I'm about to go into my 30s, and I don't know. Someone has never said that, like, congratulations. Like, not even just saying, oh, happy birthday. Like,
Yeah.
it's more like, yo, congratulations. Like, you made that shit.
Mm.
So, I don't know. That shit just had me think a little different.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be an achievement. It could just be reaching that age, right?
Yeah, bro. So, I don't
Yeah.
know. She basically sort of maybe changed my lens a little bit, where, like, just be more grateful,
Yeah.
like,
Probably opened you up a little bit that day. Like made you just re-see it
That shit fucked me up, bro. So
Yeah, I bet.
I told her, and we have a meeting next week, that I have to research sleep apnea because I guess that's a
Mm.
whole crazy thing. So I'll probably report back on some more subjects that I'll
Sleep
learn.
apnea.
Yeah, I guess it's some shit that'll fuck you up. So
Huh.
we'll look into it, and that way, hopefully, we could extend our longevity a little bit.
Yeah. No, it'd be helpful. Yeah, sleep is very important, and
Yep.
I personally feel like I don't get the best sleep, but
Yeah, she told me actually, she's like, I've been in this space for 20 years. The number one thing that affects your health and like how old you're gonna be, she said, is sleep. And I was like, holy
really,
fuck. Yeah. She said, not what you eat, not exercise, it's sleep.
the sleep.
And I
Damn.
was like, fuck. I'm like,
It's true, man. I feel like
that's wild.
we're awake more than we sleep, which kind of already tells you something.
Well, she said, you're asleep for a third of your life. Like, this lady was fucking my head up, bro. It's like,
Oh,
again,
yeah.
she was a master in sleep, bro. She 20
She
years in the
mastered
business.
that. Yeah.
She was going crazy on my ass, and I was just there like soaking that shit and like, fuck,
Keep it
man.
going, lady.
Yeah, you fucking me up right now. So, nah, I'll
Yeah.
report back on a little bit more, but yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Just so, kind of a grateful message. Like,
Yeah.
be grateful, y'all.
No, that's a good way to end it, bro. But yeah, that's it for me, man, for this pod.
Likewise. All right, y'all. This has been episode 152, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace out.